Is it the internet operating?
No, no, it's a normal
The normal,
way of calling.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's not data?
It's not
It's
data.
not data, okay.
It's just airtime
Yeah,
you pay
fine.
for.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the time is 2240 on the second call is 1753:57. Sorry, okay. The time is 1753:57.
Starting at 17:33:57.
And the duration is 998. 98 seconds. Yeah. This one must differ from the download because on your download you got your 2 hours plus 2 hours, and the cell phone data from Vodacom or any service provider is real time.
Thank you. Thank you, my lord. I'm indebted to the court. However, I just need to correct one thing from the submission. From the assertion that I put to the witness. I said to the witness that he said the second call on Vittlingham's statement. No, that he didn't say. I think that's where I made a mistake. Yes. He was basically referring to his own statement.
Saying what?
As it please the court, my lord.
Sorry, Colonel, did you listen and hear what this is all about?
Yes, I listen and I still stand with my point. I mentioned plus 2 hours. I can't see where is the difference.
Ngikulalele lokho kuqedudala ke manje lana ngisasho ke ukuthi ke amahora amabili angikatholi ke ukuthi umehluko ukuphi nendawo.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, just to let the court understand, I'll try my level best to understand what this is all about. The witness said when a call is made using a data, that is where the 2-hour grace is applicable. In other words, on that call, that's where you add the data. That is where you add the 2 hours. As it is happening in the first call, that is on the 12th of August 2014 at 22:47. According to him, because this call was made via the usage of a data, that is where you then include the 2-hour grace.
So it's not a question about whether a call was made or not. Yes, I understand you.
May I finish what I'm just started?
Fine.
Thank you. Now, this witness says, when a call is made from a normal airtime, you go to the shop, you buy airtime, and you're not using data, then the record that you're receiving from the service provider, the time thereon does not change. In other words, you do not add that 2-hour grace. If it says 17 hours, if the call was received or made at 17 hours, 33 minutes and 57 seconds, it will remain like that.
Is that what he said?
That is what he said.
So you want to put it to him, that is what he said? You say
That was his explanation. Is that not what you explained, sir?
No, my sir. No, my lord.
Yes.
It seems to me, I already phoned my wife that I must relocate
You
back
must?
to Joburg. Relocated back to Joburg because it's going to take long to explain to him how it's working.
Yeah.
Because
No, now he's being sarcastic, my lord. And the
No,
court
that's
has
my
just
point.
indicated to him in the morning that he will have to avoid to be sarcastic. I don't understand where the wife gets in and his relocation from Joburg comes in,
Yeah,
in the
that's-
context of the question that I'm
that's
trying
uncalled
to
for.
ask. Well, I'm also capable of doing that.
Okay, let's have progress. You heard what
heard what he
Advocate
said.
Nisi says.
Yes, yeah.
Is that what you said?
It's what I said.
But-
But he mustn't just take it until a point. He must
Right.
take it further. If you're working on a download, it's +2.
Yeah.
If it's Vodacom, like I said, airtime, real time, it's real time. So the moment you're working on a download, it's a +2. If it's normal time from the Section 205 records, it's real time.
So it has got nothing to do with airtime.
Nothing, nothing. And even if you got data which you pay from, and it's coming from the Section 205 records, it's real time.
Ngiyakuzwa-ke lokho akushoyo-ke ummeli ukuthi-ke yilokho ezekushilo kodwa-ke kufanele-ke lokho aqhubeke
Okay,
ngakho
you can go on,
ukuthi
Mr. Nisi.
Sir, was it not you who've just heard yourself from the record saying that this is real time? The time which is reflected there on call number 2 is real time because that call was made from airtime.
If you listen further on, I did mention 1733. Then on my last sentences, I mentioned +2 hour roll.
Let's listen further. Let's listen further.
My Lord, I just want to see because I've seen now on this second page before the long one.
It's not complete.
Which page are you
It's not
referring to? Second
completed.
page before?
Where you were responding, it's not completed.
Okay, fine. Even on this one, just we printed the wrong page here.
So, okay, just for me to understand further. What has this 2 hours got to do with the birth of Christ? Because I thought the
Thank you,
real
Madam.
gravamen of this exercise, it's about whether accused number 5 communicated with Kelly at a certain time in October and again in August. I don't know. The fact that the time is 2 a.m., does it affect the call itself? If there were calls made, I don't know. Does it affect the calls?
Nothing.
2 hours, or whether airtime, or whether data,
Yeah.
does it affect the communication?
Nothing. You have to call us.
Nothing turns on it.
Nothing.
lo mdaba-ke lwamahora
No, no, you can go on.
kwakuyi-airtime kwakuyi-data-ke lokho akushintshi ukuthi-ke ukukhulumisana noma ukuxhumana kona kwakukhona.
My Lord, I don't know whether the court wants to find that from me or from the witness.
No. I was asking the witness.
Oh, okay.
You can go on with your cross-examination. That was from my own understanding.
That whether it was a 2-hour thing, it really does not mean anything.
According to him,
Yes.
it doesn't affect the communication time.
Thank you, my Lord.
That's what he says. Don't say I say that.
Thank you, my Lord.
Good.
No. It doesn't affect the time.
No, the
the
call-
fact that the call has been made.
That's it. The time
Yes, yeah.
when the call is made.
Yes,
That's
there was a call. Doesn't matter if it's 2 hours earlier or later.
That's it. Yeah, that's.
Ukuthi-ke kwakungamahora amabili ngaphambili noma ngasemuva-ke kona-ke akukushintshi lokho ukuthi kwakukhona ukuxhumana kwakukhona.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Now, in terms of that table, the second line, you are saying, you have been heard saying that because this was a call that was made via normal airtime, the time of the making of the call does not change, not so?
No, I didn't say that.
Angishongo-ke ukuthi-ke lesi sikhathi lesi-ke la esibhaliwe la u-1733 ukuthi asishintshi.
From what we have listened now, what
My
did
Lord,
you say?
if I remember correctly, yesterday you mentioned to us that we must start talking about 20 to 1 or 10 or something, and then also, I even write it down here somewhere. So that you can't just use parts of my testimony, you must listen to the whole story. In that one, I already mentioned, you must take in mind the Section 205, the 2-hour rule. So I don't know what is the discrepancies.
Bengishilo-ke lana-ke noma uma ulalela laphayana ukuthi-ke kufanele-ke uma kuyi-205 leyana-ke ukhumbuleke ukuthi kunalamahora amabili-ke engikhulume ngawo na izolo ke inkosi enkantolo ishilo ukuthi mhlambe uma sibiza isikhathi ke sifanele sisibize kanjani ufakazi khona ke la abekubhale khona lokho.
So you still stand by your testimony that on the 15th of October 2014 at 19:33:57, there was a call that was made from the number ending 202 that was received by the number ending 358.
Come again with the numbers.
I am saying, you are then saying that on the 15th of October 2014, at 19:33:57, there was a call that was made by the number ending 202 that was received by the number ending 358, which call lasted for 98 minutes.
That's correct.
Usasho yini ke ukuthi ngazo i-15 ka October 2014 ngo 19:33:57 kunelela cingo olabuya ku 202 liya ke ku 358 uthi yebo kuyiqiniso.
And that's the information that you got.
So
Oh, sorry.
It's not 98 minutes, 98
Yeah.
seconds.
98 seconds, yes, I'm sorry. And that's the information that you received from downloads.
That's correct.
Information ke leyo engayithola kuwona ke ama downloads.
So in other words, this number ending 202, when it called the number ending 358, the duration of the call lasted for 98 seconds.
That's correct.
Nokuthi ke lolo cingo lolo ke buya ku 202 luya ku 358 kwakungama seconds noma ke imizuzwana ewu98.
And it was an incoming call in respect of the number 358.
That's correct. If you go to the downloads of the cell phone, you will pick it up.
Yebo uma uya kuwona ke ama download ama cell phone ila ozothola khona ke ukuthi ucingo olalungena kule number ewu358.
Who prepared those downloads, sir?
It's been done by the downloader. He is using an XRY program.
Ama downloads lana enziwa ke uyena ke umuntu okwenzayo lokho downloader osebenzisa ke uhlelo noma ke iprogram ebizwa ngokuthi XRY.
Do you have an idea who that downloader is?
It's Sergeant Muswana.
Usergeant Mushwana lowo.
Thank you. So you are saying what we just heard on the speaker here, on the record here, is not what you would have said yesterday.
It's exactly what I said, but I said you can't just listen to parts of my speech, of my testimony. You must take the whole testimony in consideration. It's easy to just take one page and say this is what the law says, or what I explained to. Listen to my whole testimony.
Angisho ke ukuthi lokho qedulalela lapha akusona engikushilo kodwa ke ungalaleli ke indawo ethi ufice endaweni ethize kodwa ulalele kona konke engikushilo.
Just bring it out. Now, I'm going to take you to an extraction, to an extract of what you told this court when you testified on the 27th of July, 2023. And that information you're getting it from, I'm going to read from page 75. I'm going to go to page 76, and I'm going to go up to page 77. Now, it's a record dated 27/07/2023. Now, I'm going to start at line number 6.
It's in which page now? Come again.
I've said page 75. That is when you were being led by the state, Mr. Baloyi. Now it says, Mr. Stein. Oh, let us start there at the very beginning, on top of the page, where it says, Mr. Baloyi, that's now the prosecutor is speaking to you. He says yes. Then on page 21, it goes on with all the calls being forwarded on 21, and it runs over to 22. Also, all calls forward until page 23 and 24. And then you proceed and say, page 23. Then my next point during my analysis, I discovered that Kelly Khumalo with the number 278270444358 received a call from Ntuli Nkani with the number 27733059202. Then the state says to you, can you just read that first name? And you are saying it is Sifoguhle. The state says to you, Sifoguhle. You have written in brackets 5. What does that entail? Mr. Stein says, it means suspect 5 in front of the court. Mr. Baloyi, how did you establish this number of which is 5? Mr. Stein, like I mentioned in the beginning, I drew up profiles of all the targets as well as the suspects through all the systems which was to my disposal, which I was using. So on that, I did identify the number belongs to him. The next spreadsheet I took out. Then the court intervenes. Sorry. For my edification, what time was the call? Mr. Stein, I will come to that, my lord. The court says, okay, no problem. Then on page 76, you are saying, my next spreadsheet is an extraction from there. This is the section 205 of the phone of Kelly Khumalo. The first I mentioned that the cell phone number, it is 278270444358. The next number we are going to read is the IMSI number. It is a SIM card number. The number is 655-0139-6061. The next one is an IMEI number, the handset number. The number is 35-150-305-303-538, and the call type is MTC. In other words, terminating call. She received the call. The start date of the call was 2 August 2014, and the time was 22:40:47, and the duration of the call was 110 seconds, close to 2 minutes. She received a call from the other party, 277-33059-202. Mr. Baloyi says, you say the other party is, and you say it is suspect number 5, Nkani. And she received the call while she was in the vicinity of the Tower 3G, Kimberley, MWCEN. Then the court says, wait a bit, it is 3GK CF in Kimberley. K stands for Kimberley. Where about is that, Mr. Stein? It can be Kimberley, the court. Kimberley itself. Mr. Stein, yes, itself. The court. It is not that as a code. Okay, fine. Mr. Stein, if I read the other towers, is it possible that it is so? Court. Okay. Mr. Stein. Then the next entry on the spreadsheet, that is now on page 77. The next entry on the spreadsheet, it is also from the same cell phone number, the same IMSI number, the SIM card number, but the IMEI number, the handset number, it is different. So it is possible that she could have updated the phone, or she just used another handset. The handset number of this one is 863372 02137621. Then the call type is also an MTC, a terminating call. In other words, she received a call, and the call was on 15 October 2014 at 17:33:57. The time of the duration of the call was 98 seconds, a minute and a half more or less. Then the other party is the same. It is 07733059202, which belonged to suspect number 5. The tower reception area was 2G Ivy Dale Farm, somewhere in Limpopo. I did follow up. It is the court somewhere in yourself saying in Limpopo. Then the court says, "Oh, in Limpopo." Then you say yes. Mr. Steyn, yes. Court, yes. Mr. Balo, yes. Yes. You may proceed. Okay, the next is also an extract out of the section 205 from the cell phone records of 2 August and 15 October. I'm going to stop there. Did you follow what I was reading?
That's correct, my lord.
Thank you. Mr. Steyn.
Colonel Steyn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Colonel. I'm sorry. Yeah, Colonel Steyn. I'll probably get used to the word Colonel. You see. Yeah. I'm used to mistake. But Colonel Steyn. Now, you knew all along that you had downloads, not so. And the information that is contained in the downloads is different from the information, or it will give a different information from the one that you've just put on record here, not so.
No, I didn't know.
Cha bengazi-ke ukuthi-ke kuwona ama-downloads ukuthi-ke kuhlukile-ke kulokhu-ke okuqeda ukuthi-ke ukufunde khona la.
You did not know that you have got downloads, information from downloads.
I did mention to the court, I just forgot to put in the 2-hour rule.
Ngishilo-ke enkantolo ukuthi ngakhohlwa nje ukuthi-ke mina-ke ngifake-ke lokuya kwamahora amabili.
And I did mention in my previous statement on page 76, an extraction from the section 205.
Ngishilo-ke futhi naku-statement sami-ke esingaphambilini-ke kuyona-ke upage 76 ukuthi-ke lokho okakhishwa-ke kuwona ama-section 205.
Thank you. Now, you forgot to include such a vital information, number one, in your affidavit. I've stated all the possibilities yesterday. I brought them to your attention, all the possibilities yesterday. The instances in which you could have included that 2-hour time in them. But in all instances, you forgot, not so.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Yebo-ke kona konke-ke lokho okushoyo ukuthi ngibaleleke amahlandla amahlanu kodwa-ke kona konke-ke lokho ngakhohlwa.
Of importance is also the fact that when you testified, as per what I've already put on record and read from the transcribed record here, also you forgot that, oh, I've got this 2-hour grace thing that I also need to mention and talk about. You also forget that, not so?
I didn't say it is important because, like I just mentioned to the court, the fact of the matter is the call has been made. Doesn't matter if it's 1 day earlier or 1 day later. The call has been made.
Colonel Smith.
Akushongo-ke ukuthi-ke kuyinto-ke esemqoka noma ebalulekile amahora amabili. Engikushoyo ukuthi-ke kona lokho akushintshi lutho noma kungosuku ongaphambili noma ongasemuva-ke kodwa kusemqoka ukuthi nje i-call yenziwe.
Colonel Steyn, I'm not asking you whether a call was made or not. I am saying to you, and please answer the asked. I am saying to you, when you gave your evidence, in respect of what I've just read out to you from the court record, you also forgot to say, no, There is also that 2-hour grace that I also need to add in the information that I'm now narrating to this court. You also forgot to do that, not so?
That time now.
Ngaleso sikhathi yebo ke lokho kwamahora amabili yebo ngakukhohlwa.
A very forgetful colonel. A very vital information. A colonel that has been requested to come and assist the court through all the process, from the drawing of your statement, your consultation with the state, your testimony here at court, cross-examination, you don't mention no nothing. You come yesterday, you say you forgot. That's a forgetful colonel.
I didn't mention it only yesterday.
Before the witness answers, we don't want to repeat yesterday's objection. We did refer to the relevant page that the witness did mention the 2-hour issue, and I think this cross-examination must keep that in mind.
Mshushu siyasho ke ukuthi ke akafunile ukuthi aphinde ke bekushiwo ke izolo kodwa ke ushilo ke ipage izolo ukuthi ke ufakazi wakusho ke lo daba lolu lamahora amabili.
You know the reason why you forgot this, and I'm going to be very frank and brutally honest with you. It is because the court said earlier on that we shouldn't really say that a person is lying. Unfortunately, it has been omitted to indicate to us that in an event that I want to use the word lie, what word must I use so that it sounds very, very polite? But nonetheless, I will not be using the word lie out of respect, decorum of this so respectable house. But what I'm going to put to you now is that you did not forget, number one. Number two, the information that you gave on record here, it is information that you came here prepared to come and deliver. There's nothing that you forgot here. Do you have any comment?
That's correct, my lord. I first want the court to ask him to withdraw the word lying. He already painted me black in the media for lying, and even the court called me back to come and rectify the so-called shortcomings, and I'm not willing to take that again.
Ngizothi ke mina ke awukhohliwe ke lana ngongafuni ke ukusebenzisa ke igama elithi ke uqamamanga nanjengoba inkantolo ixwayisile ke uma ibisitshela ke ekseni kodwa ke ngizothi nje mina ke awukhohliwe kodwa ke ukuthi nje lokhu ke okushilo ke lana ikona ke oyilungiselele bona ukuthi uzofika ke ukusho la enkantolo uma sephendula ke ufakazi ngizocela ke inkantolo iqale futhi ngokuthi ke imxwayiseke ukuthi ke uqiseke legama elithi inqambamanga nakwinkundla ke zokuxhumana ke usengiphendile ke nanjengomuntu ke onamanga futhi ke ngize la ngoba inkantolo ke ithe angizolungisa ke la engahlangani khona.
I'm here with section 205 printouts. I'm here with a download of the cell phone downloads. It's been handed in as exhibits, so the proof is there.
Ngize lana ke ngwaphethe ama section 205 ngize la ama downloads ngwaphethe ke ufakazi ke ukhona kulapho.
Yeah, Mr. Mlisi. Normally, let's just be logical. Do you have any countervailing evidence that the kernel is incorrect? I'm not saying he's lying. Normally, if you putting an assertion to a witness, you tell the witness, I'm just giving an example. After listening to the witness, you tell him that, for instance, you know what, there's another expert. His name is Wouter Goos, Colonel Wouter Goos. On the same aspect, he maintains that you can't forget, for instance, the addition of 2 hours. And that 2 hours is critical The colonel says it's neither here or there. But you're putting it to him that he's incorrect, but you don't put any countervailing assertion or evidence to contradict his own assertion. And of course, the court will have to make up its mind where the truth lies. But as far as this is concerned, we have one version. The only expediency around that version is that the colonel says he forgot. And according to the state, the colonel rectified that in a subsequent utterance. Just read that. It's in page what? You say it's there. I don't keep records like you guys every day. You say it's on page what?
The one that I read yesterday is page
Yeah.
69.
No, the one you say here, you corrected it. It's page what?
Page 69,
Page 69. On which day?
27 July 2023.
Okay, what did he say then? Because I don't have the record.
Well, he said, we must keep in mind if we are going to work on the cell phone downloads, with the downloads of the phone, you must always add plus 2 hours to the time which is being mentioned on the download. So if the download says it's 4 o'clock, then it's at least 6 o'clock.
Uyafunda-ke lana-ke mshushisi bekufundile-ke izolo la athi khona-ke page 69 kulokho kwenzeka-ke noma-ke kubufakazi-ke bange-27 July kunyaka ondlule ukuthi-ke ufakazi wakusho-ke lokho ukuthi uzokhumbula-ke ukuthi uma usebenza ngama-downloads kunala khona-ke kusetshenziswa khona-ke amahora amabili uma kuwukuthi kuwu-4 noma kubhalwe 4 kusho ukuthi-ke u-6.
Yes, Mr.
Thank you, my lord. Let me quickly assist the court.
Yeah.
Accused persons are not here to prove anything
Hello?
against them.
No, I know the onus is on the state.
Yes. So I'm really
No,
flabbergasted for the court to mention that if you've got something countervailing to counter the evidence.
Yeah,
of
because you
this
say
witness,
this
then we
with-
must bring
no,
our
let's-
our own aspects.
No.
In other words, the court is saying that
No.
the
No.
accused
Aye.
now bear the honors of proving
Aye.
their
Okay.
innocence beyond reasonable doubt.
Never
That's
said
not
that.
our function.
No. I'm not talking about the incidence of owners. I'm talking purposes of statements made.
Yes.
This witness, let's use your language, is lying when he says he forgot the 2-hour stipulation. Now I say there's nothing countervailing to that. It's different if you say the stipulation is 5 hours or the stipulation is 3 hours. But here, Mr. Baloyi reads an extract on the 27th of July, last year, is it?
Yes, indeed.
This witness does speak about the 2-hour. I'm not saying that. It's the record which says that. Please. I'm not saying that.
Thank you, my lord. But another thing is, this witness says,
Yeah, fine.
I've said to him that he is lying. He probably misunderstood me. I said, because of the fact that the court in the morning said words such as lying should not be used, I am looking for a very euphemic term that I can use in order to demonstrate my assertion.
You are incorrect. It's one of them. I can give you 20 of those words. You are incorrect.
Thank you, my
You are
lord.
missing the point.
Thank you, my
You
lord.
want another one? I can go on and on and on.
That was only 2 out of 20, my lord.
Yeah, you want
Yes.
20? I can give
Yes.
you. You are mistaken.
Thank you,
You
my
want
lord.
me to go on?
Thank you, my lord.
Okay,
Thank you.
right.
Now, Colonel Stay, I'm putting it to you that this did not happen because you forgot. This happened because you wanted to formulate, conjure, fabricate, come up with non-existent evidence to falsely implicate accused number 5, to look as if accused number 5 on this day did have a conversation with the number that ends with 4358. Don't know who that number belongs to, but it is alleged that it belongs to Kelly Khumalo.
My lord, that is totally not true. The only mistake in here is the tower reception, which I put wrong in my statement because of the 2-hour rule. But the fact of the matter, there was conversation between that two numbers.
Kona ke akusona ke iqiniso lokho akushoyo ke ummeli ukuthi ke mina ke lana akusi ukuthi ngenze iphutha noma ke asikuthi ngikhohliwe kodwa nje ukuthi ke bengizokhuluma nje into noma ngisho ke into engasiyona ngaye ummangalelo wesihlanu ukuthi ke ngempela ke waxhumana ke nayo le number lena ke egcina ngayo 358 iphutha njengalenza ke lana ukuthi ke ngenze iphutha ngayo itower ngoba ke ngingazange ngifake ke loya mthetho noma leya rule ke yamahora amabili.
That is my point. The fact that you are admitting that you made a mistake, it is because of that fabrication that I'm referring to. That at all costs, you wanted to formulate an information and bring to the attention of this court that indeed accused number 5 and the number ending 4358 did have a communication on this day. The reason why I'm saying that, and I want to be very sincere with you, it's because the information that you've brought to court here differs materially from what Ms. Vittingham can testify about. Do you have any comment?
That's correct, my lord. I
Thank
didn't
you.
fabricate anything. I only want to show to the court where number 4358 was when she received the call. If I did have more information, like say the cell phone download of accused number 5 and his 205, I could have mentioned where he was.
Lana ke angizileke ukuthi ngizokhuluma ke into engasiyona ke lana ukuzokusho ke ukuthi ke wayekuphi nendawo leya number egcina ngo435 kathi ke ethola i-call uma ukuthi ke i-download kanye nayo ke 205 yakhe ku number 5 ngangitholile ke bengizosho ukuthi naye wayekuphi nendawo.
As it please the court, my lord, I'm alerted to the fact that Mr. Ncube quickly want to see me.
Yeah, fine.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you, my lord. Now, just a second. What is that? Just a second, my papers here, you know, because of the fact that we've got so many papers here. You know, in your endeavor to try and extend this web of fabrication, we are even failing to give this court precise information on which it can rely. And I'm going to demonstrate to you. Let's go to triple K5. Triple K5 and have triple K5C in your possession. Do you have triple K5 and 5C in your possession? want you to have them side by side. Like this, as I'm holding them like this. So that we don't miss
Triple
it.
five?
Triple K in bracket 5 and triple K in bracket 5 in bracket C.
But what's the first one you're referring to?
5.
That is triple K 5 in bracket 5.
I don't have a number 5 anymore with me.
Triple K 5.
That's the one I handed in, which I write on.
Okay.
Yes, now I got it.
Thank you. Now you see, the information that is contained in this document in relation to the towers differs materially. In 555K, you're saying at some point that number ending with 4358 picked a call when it was at Brett Scope.
That's correct.
In 555KC, you are saying that number ending with 4358 picked up calls when it was in Rietvlei, in Dompan again, Wolmaranstad, and Wolmaranstad.
That's correct, my lord.
Lana ke ukutshengisa ke ukuthi ke usuyaqhubeka ke nalokho ukuthi ke uzokhuluma ke engasikona ke kulama ku triple K5 na triple K5C enye ikhuluma ngeBrits enye ikhuluma nge iBritscope ikhuluma ngeDoornkop.
Now, I'm not even suggesting, not with an inch, that this information that is contained in here, except that one that I've referred you to, is correct.
It's 100% correct, my lord. You will see the one time is 0047, the
I'm
other
not
one
done.
is 0146.
Colonel Smith, I'm not done. I'm not done. What I want to put to you, I'm not done. Don't rush. I am not suggesting that this other information which is contained in these leaflets here is correct when I only pick up the information relating to the towers. This information that is contained in here, in the broader context of my argument, is also a fabrication. But this is what I want to bring to you. That even the documents, which is triple K5 and triple K5C, the information that you gave there, it's incompatible with each other. In one instance, you're saying the tower that picked up a call by that number 4358 was in Bretscope, whilst on 555KC, you're referring to the towers at Rietvlei, Dompan, another Dompan, and Wolmarans. That information is incompatible. That is an endeavor that you're trying to demonstrate that indeed there was a communication between the number ending 202 and the number ending 358. That's just another indication that this is just a fabrication against the holder of that number ending with 202 and the holder of the number ending with 358.
My lord, this is a section 205. This is a product of Vodacom. Here you see exactly which tower the number was using. So if you take that time, let's say you take 1 o'clock, and you go to the cell phone download and you take 1 o'clock. Then you can use the call made at 1 o'clock on your cell phone download. It's going to be exactly the same as 1 o'clock on the cell phone downloads. Then you're going to make use of the same tower location, because that is where you make a transaction on your phone.
Lemininingwane ke elana ke ibuya ke ku Vodacom bese kuthi lana ke ama downloads uma ubheka lana ke uzothola ke ukuthi ucingo lenziwa ke ngo1 ubusiyobheka nakuleyana ke kuma downloads uzothola ke ukuthi ke ngempela nalapha yana ke ucingo lwenziwa ke noma ke uma bexhumana kwakungo1 isikhathi.
Sorry, for my understanding, he says, Mr. Menezes says, all the information in triple K 5C, all of it.
It's not all of it, but
No, he says, I'm trying to understand the logic. He says all of it is fabricated, all of it. It's just that he's picking 2 or 3 aspects of the information, but he says this is a fabrication, all of it. Now, this information, where did you get it from? You, so that they can understand.
from Vodacom. It's a Vodacom product.
Right. In other words, Vodacom was supplied the section 205 document.
That's correct.
So it was about how many pages? 6,000 and what?
It's a lot.
No, yeah. The full, it was 6,229, Mr. Baloyi. Is that so? So all the information is there. Is that so?
That's correct, man.
Where's that document? As it is.
I think it's this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's so simple. Then we'll see whether it exists or not. You have the document in your computer.
It's in my computer as well, yes.
Yeah, you can fish it out. You show it to all the councils, and even the state, and even me. This information, where you fished it from.
Yeah. Let me go to the beginning of this document.
Should I proceed, Madam?
No. Let's wait until he gets that.
Okay.
Do you also have that information, Mr. Baloyi? Even the councils, all of them, they have the information.
Yes,
All of them.
Yes, we did give it to them on a USB.
So they have it with them. They say you have the information also.
There's a very lot of information, so
Hello?
I don't know what is being referred to here. There's a whole lot of information.
6,229 pages of section 205 information supplied by Vodacom. And then, according to this witness, Colonel Stein, he fished out that information from that document. According to him, I don't know.
We don't have information, my lord, that we got directly from Vodacom or that was supplied by Vodacom. The information that we're getting is from the state.
Yeah,
We're not
but
even
the
so
state-
sure whether
the
they
state
gave us
says they
right
give
or
you
wrong
the-
information.
The disk.
But another thing, my lords, that I also need to bring to the attention of the court.
Yeah.
The court must not, I'm requesting the court not to understand me out of context. I
Better
never
don't say it.
said,
Better don't say it.
I never said, my lord,
What?
that the information as contained in that 4,649
No, no,
pages
you
is
only-
false.
you
I'm
spoke of one page.
specifically referring to
Yeah,
this.
you spoke
Yes,
of one
yes,
page. It's me saying this is a product of 6,229 pages.
Yes.
As I'm following the evidence.
Yes.
I listen in court.
And further, my lord,
And then this witness, he says he fished out this information from those 6,229 pages.
yes,
That's all.
My lord, this is the document I received from Vodacom.
What is that?
That is a section 205 report, statement from them.
Ilona ke document engathola ku Vodacom i-statement ke section 205.
Mr. Baloyi, do you have that document?
I think
Yeah, yes, just wait. Hello? Yes. Yeah, can you zoom in onto the same document and then show it to your colleagues here so that there are no secrets. Even Mr. Sibali, do you have that document also?
Yes, Lord, we preparing.
Yeah, you got 2 different computers, is that also? Hello?
No, we're only using one.
One, okay. Mr. Mgomez, you don't have that document. You don't have it.
I do have it.
Yeah, zoom in on it also.
No, I don't have a computer.
Hello?
I don't have a computer with me.
Oh, you don't have a computer. Mr. Ramosipi, zoom in on the document also.
My lord, I didn't bring my tool.
Mr. Numano?
I'll do it now.
Hello?
I'll do it now.
Yeah, do it. Mr. Nisi?
I don't have the facilities, my lord. Where
You
should I
don't
then
have a
do it?
computer.
Excuse me?
You don't have a computer.
I do have a computer, but I
So-
don't have it with me
The
now.
document.
The computer. I'll have to check if I can.
Yeah, yeah,
have-
fine. Ms. Sololo, do you have the computer here?
I don't have the
Okay.
section 205 from Vodacom.
Do you have your computer here?
But another thing, my lords.
Hmm.
This witness is from SAPS, it's not from Vodacom. So he's not competent to testify on a document
no.
that comes from Vodacom. That is what the court has always been saying when we wanted to introduce information. Then the court says, no, but this witness cannot testify in that document.
Mr. Nisi, this
Yes.
is for my own understanding.
Yes, my lord.
Fine. So don't worry about that witness. It's
I
for me.
therefore will request, my lord,
What?
that if this witness were to get into this document,
Ah.
I'm going to submit that is not competent. And I'm
Yeah,
aligning
fine.
that with the reasoning of the
Fine,
court that
fine.
nobody can testify in a document that
Fine,
they did not
fine.
generate.
No problem. Fine.
I'm going to request the court, therefore, to summon an
Miss-
expert from Vodacom to come and
Yes,
testify
fine,
on the
fine.
strength of
We'll
this
call
document.
Pinky again. Pinky thanking him.
Yes.
Yeah, fine, no
I think
problem.
that will be good, my lord.
But you see, this witness, evidence, he says he fished out this information from a document which is in his possession.
Yes.
That's the point.
Yes.
That's the
But he
point.
can't testify on this document. He can't, because this is not his
No.
creation.
Unless I don't understand English.
My English is very plain. It's simple,
Yeah,
my
I
lord.
have 5 courses in English. This witness
Yes,
says
yes,
he fished out this information
yes.
from a document which is in his possession. That's all I want
But
to
the
see.
document that is from Vodacom.
Yes,
It is not his
yes.
document. It is not his document. So he can't testify in a document which is not his.
Well, I'm overruling you.
Thank you, my lord.
Fine. Because all of us are using documents from Vodacom, so I don't see the problem. And you, hello?
Here is the exact page.
Is this the same page like this one?
It's the same page.
Now you go to page.
No, just, you know what? Let's do it the Mandela way. You see, it says mission, it says number 8 here. At the beginning here. You see that?
Number 8.
Yeah. Where it begins, it says 8.
You're talking about the cell phone number 8, ends with 8.
No. Look. It says 8. Let me just mark this for you. Rose, just give this gentleman this document. Put it, give us, I want him to align it with this.
No, this is from. I think this is really loud.
You see where it begins, the document? There is an 8 there.
That's correct.
Now, I want you to align that document which you say it is from where you fished out the document I've just handed you over, which is triple K 5C.
There's the exact one.
Is that the exact one?
On top, Kimberley.
Now you get the page ekuyona esikhuluma ngayo phezulu bhalwe Kimberley.
It's 22, 48, 46 is the time.
Isikhathi ke 22 48 46.
Are you able to duplicate that document as it is here?
My Lord, now I must also remember.
I know you took some here, some there.
Yes, yeah. But mine is a combined one of 3 numbers.
Yeah.
The one that State is working on is but only the one of Telecom Halo. That's why my page numbers will also differ. but it's exactly the same.
Now I want to see this document.
It's with them.
It is with the,
Yes, yeah. Because I got one with.
No, no,
one
fine,
with
fine.
3 numbers.
Mina nginayo-ke inamanamba kahlanganisiwe amathathu-ke kodwa-ke abashushisi bona-ke banayo-ke le namba eyo.
so what you did, you consolidated the numbers.
That's correct, yes.
But in any event, but this information, even if it's consolidated, it's still in that document.
That's in this document.
Are you able to fish it out?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it. That's correct, exactly the same.
Yeah.
It also starts with an 8 and a 1.
Yeah, fish it out.
Con-
Fish it, even there, fish it out also. Even the one that is consolidated in your this thing, fish it out also.
Must I read it? Yeah.
No, fish it out. If you read it, I won't understand you. Print it, in other words.
Yeah, but I already got it. This is one of the.
I want it in this format.
It's that
Is this the one?
That's it.
It's the same one yet which appears in.
It's the same information because mine is not page. Mine is not page 1767. Mine is page 4711.
Right?
But like I mentioned, I got 2 other numbers in my PDF as
They are
well.
also there.
It's also here.
It incorporates 2 other numbers.
That's correct. Yeah.
So fish out this very document incorporating the 2 other numbers so that it's in one document. Is it possible?
It's possible.
Yeah,
I can do it.
do it.
But I must do it now.
I don't know. Do it now, yeah.
Take mine now.
So must the witness print out that document?
Yeah, for me, so that I can understand. I'm not the type of judge who sits here and pretend I understand when I don't.
Yes, madam.
Yeah, I don't.
No, thank you.
So for my understanding, it's very important.
No, I think they can only print one copy because we already have copies of those documents.
Which page is that on the screen? Hello? Of the other number? Oh, okay. It's on the screen. Fine. We all have this page. This triple page 5C. Is
Yes,
that not so?
yes.
But what I want the colonel to do It says when he was working on this document, he was using 2 other numbers.
That's correct, yeah.
So you're using 3 numbers.
No, I didn't. I also used it because the other number was the one of Zandele.
Yeah.
And the other one was the one of Sensor. So I didn't use it. Or I did use it, but it wasn't, I didn't use it because they didn't
In
find
other
that
words,
number.
this information doesn't appear in the other documents.
It is in that document as well.
Yes, I want
Yes.
to see it.
Okay.
I want to see the origin of the numbers. All the numbers.
Can I print it tonight and give it to you tomorrow?
Yeah, yeah, fine. No problem.
No, I do it.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
You see what I want to understand is the consolidation of these numbers. They obviously don't come from one page. Am I correct?
That's correct, yes.
That's it. So you must come with the explanatory notes, if you have, which must show us how did you compile this
Yes.
document,
Okay. Now I will do that.
and which other numbers did you use to compile this document? You say Zandis, Zandiles,
Yeah, and
number,
Sensor.
and who else?
And Sensor.
And Senzo.
That's correct.
So bring all of those documents.
Okay.
And then we shall all sit down here like high school children. You see here where it says 8. When it says 8 in his document, he marks it. And you do the same. Are you with me?
Okay, yes.
Right. Okay, let's adjourn. What's the time then?
It's 15:05.
15:05.
Yes, without adding the 2 hours.
Yeah. Look at this. There's this aspect. What is it? Are you available tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. No, there's this other aspect. It just slips my mind now. Just one clarification for me. Did you work with, in conjunction, in tandem with Ms. Kitty Wallenheifen?
Yes,
think-
yeah, we work together because if I need something, we usually
On,
phone
on,
them.
the, on the very same documents?
Yeah, she was the one who handled the section 205 at Vodacom.
Okay, can you get Ms.
Pinky.
Pinky Thallingham to come also, if you can, if you can.
Tomorrow.
But, yeah, but I'm going to call her to come also, to come and explain how they compile. Because they say she can't testify on the document of Vodacom. Or he can't testify on the document of Vodacom.
But I got that from the court, my lord. It doesn't come from me. You remember the court when I wanted to take up an issue with Mr. House, Colonel House, on Vodacom's document, all the information that was compiled by by Ms. Vitilingam. Then the court says, no, Mr. Amnesty, you can't do that because this witness can't testify on the strength of a document that has not been penned by him. The person who penned that document must come testify. So I'm using that same analogy.
That's true. And the person who
Thank
penned
you,
this
my lord.
document, XXXK 5C, it's
Yes.
this witness. Am I correct, sir?
Yes,
That's
but
the point.
it's a product I received from Vodacom.
That's it, but you compiled it.
I only print the page.
That's
No,
it.
he
Okay,
printed
fine.
it, my lord.
Yeah, fine, no problem.
Yes.
We'll call even Pinky to come.
Thank you, my lord.
The truth shall out.
I wanted to continue.
No, let's
Oh,
let's
I
not
can't, my lord.
I'm doing what you guys do,
Thank you, my lord.
which actually is not correct.
Yes.
When you have a dispute with a witness, you want the court to stop and you want to listen to the machine. It never happens anywhere in the world, except here.
That is correct, my lord. But
Okay,
the
you've heard me.
procedure is,
You've heard me.
at least
You've
the
heard me.
court should then have regard to the record and say, in terms of the record that I have, this is how this thing is captured. But if I still don't agree with the court, then the record is the final ubita.
No.
Yes.
If you go to the Constitutional Court and you argue like that, they will tell you refer to the page. Or you go to the SCA, they will tell you that.
Yes.
They don't stop the machine. Have you ever heard that? In the Constitutional Court, they stop machine and then Zondo.
No, but at the
Listen.
Constitutional Court, my lord, the record is already
They
available.
don't do that.
At the Constitutional
Okay,
Court
can
and
we-
the SCA, the court is already
Can we
available.
adjourn?